Alright, so for today's goals, in today's class what you're going to do is you're going to get into your groups right after this video. You're going to discuss in your group an opening song to enter. Okay, and you're going to send me that in an email. Your presidential candidate's going to send this to me in an email. If you watch the Republican and Democrat National Convention, you will notice that both presidential candidates and both the party came out to music. So I think this is a great way to sort of get your party excited. Okay? So think about what kind of songs you would want that sort of are peppy but appropriate. Okay? Alright. Any questions there? So step 2, you're going to create your presentation notes and practice. Okay, so in class you're going to create your presentation notes and practice. I'm going to show you what it should look like. Everybody needs to have note cards. I will leave out note cards for you guys to have. Everybody needs note cards except for the presidential candidates. Presidential candidates can have their speech, and they can read their speech, but it should be well rehearsed. They shouldn't just be reading off of it. They should do verbal cues. They should still use animation. They should be still excited. Okay? Alright, next, after that, you're going to make sure people can work in the presentations, but the website designers need to make sure all projects are on the website. Okay, so all Google presentations, all videos. If you're having a difficulty pulling your video up, you need to put it on YouTube, make it private, and then put it on the website. Okay, so everything needs to be on the website, and then you need to send me an email with the link, and make sure I can access that. Okay, someone sent me their Weebly website the other day, and it asked me to log in. So just make sure that it's the correct, that it's open access, that I can access it. Okay. And then you're going to have an opportunity to present today, extra credit. This is only if it's well rehearsed and you already have your notes done. Okay? And then for next class, you need to have your note cards already printed and put your presentation already has to be rehearsed. Because literally that next class, which is either Tuesday or Wednesday, is just going to be going through the whole project, a dry run of the whole presentation. Okay? Any questions there? And then you're going to dress up on Thursday if you're a B-Day class, and or Friday if you're an A-Day class. Alright, so let me go through what a presentation should look like. Okay? I would recommend, this is very important, I would recommend that you type up your presentation notes and put them on note cards. You could write it out. My concern about having you write it out on a note card is if you lose it. Okay? If it's typed up on a Google Doc and then you print it out and you put it on a note card, let's say you lose your note cards. You can always print out your Google Doc. Does that make sense? So you're going to have it as a backup. Alright? So here's an example of a presentation. This person did a video. Okay, so I'm making this up. Student 1. Do you ever get bored during lunch recess wishing there were extra games to do? Are you looking for excitement? Okay? So your intro, do not say your name in your intro. Okay? That can be somewhere in your project, or you can say it after you do an intro. The intro should hook your audience. You could ask a rhetorical question. You could cherry pick it and ask a question and have someone in the audience, whether it's someone in your group, answer the question. You could start off with an interesting statistic to get people engaged that way. You could start off with a quote. You could start off with a role play activity, okay, where you could do a little skit and then go into your presentation. So many different ways. Now presidential candidates, you can just start off with your speech. Okay? So they start off with rhetorical questions. And then they said, well, student 2, so again they marked already who is doing what. And I would highlight your part. Okay? So again, part of being well rehearsed is having you and your partner, if you have a partner, making sure that you know what you're saying. Not looking at each other and saying, oh, who's saying what? Okay? Well, a cooperative party will solve the problem by presenting our plan on how to improve indoor recess. Okay, that's slide 1. Slide 2, they're going to talk about the problem and research. Okay? Now already I wouldn't say we think. Okay, so I would actually get rid of that. So indoor recess is a definite area for improvement. Libraries are full during recess, and the movie during indoor recess is really boring. Okay? We believe that indoor recess would be better if there were board games and you have the opportunity to make new friends. Now, when you're presenting, you obviously wouldn't be showing your note cards. I'm just showing it so you guys can sort of see what I'm doing. Okay? Alright. Student 2 said, you can bring in your own games. It'd be protected and only the owner can access it. Okay? And then they go into research to support their claim. 65% of people are interested in board games. 34% think indoor recess right now is very boring. 42% don't care and have no preference. I would not include that, okay, in that part, but only include research that helps your case. Alright, then they go into the action plan. I'm not going to read the action plan, but you see how student 1 is saying the action plan, going through the steps. Okay? Then they say enjoy the video. Okay? And then they're going to click on the video, and then their video is going to give them some more information, and then they end with a conclusion. Remember to vote for CC in the cooperative party, and you will see the difference, or see the improvement. Okay? Now, what they did here was they both said the end part together. So they both said, and you will see the improvement. So somehow you could conclude at the end together, but you need some kind of conclusion. I'd recommend a slogan. Okay? Now, some other things to keep in mind. Everybody needs note cards again. Okay? Except for the presidential candidates. When you're presenting, okay, if you're doing a Google presentation, when you're presenting, you shouldn't just be looking here. You shouldn't be reading off your slide. You can have your slide, or you can have your note card. Refer to it. Refer to your note card. Refer to the audience. Okay? Any questions there? Okay. Thank you.
You're very well.